I'm a police officer with Greater Manchester Police, and I've been under that role for the last 30 years. Because I've completed 30 years service, I'm now likely to lose my job, in that there's a legislation that states that anybody who's done 30 years pensionable service can be compulsorily retired. So I'm due to be retired in the next 6 months. The agency course was advertised on our internal intranet, and it looked like an opportunity to actually certify some of the skills I've actually got. I've been in the organisation for 30 years, and as such I've picked up skills along the way and done various courses that are internal to the organisation. That's great for a public sector organisation, but I don't know how to transfer those skills out to the private sector. Society's changed, and as such I've got to go and compete out in the private sector. To be able to do that, I think certification will allow me to demonstrate to private employers that I'm a viable person to employ. I obviously have a record within my organisation, but it's very hard to actually demonstrate that to somebody outside who wouldn't exactly know why I did what I did and how I actually did it. The course itself, it seemed quite exciting because it gives me an opportunity to look at myself and look at my knowledge areas in the 3 areas that this course actually covers. Something to do with leadership and development, something along finance, which I know a certain amount of, but certainly not enough to convince an employer that I do know about it, and also into marketing, which is something that I would never consider in the public sector. It had always been my intention to prepare for my leaving the police force, and I was going to do courses, and I wanted to spend some time to be able to do that. Unfortunately, with the change in circumstances whereby I'm going to be made to retire, I didn't get that opportunity. And I very much had the rug pulled from underneath my feet on what my plans would be for the future. And it's been really good to actually find this course, which has allowed me in the last remnants of my career to look at myself and look at my skill base and to be able to develop upon what I have in order to be able to sell myself to a future employer. So I'm really pleased that the course was there, and it seems perfectly designed for who I am and what I want to do. It's nice to be somewhere that appears to value that I actually have a contribution to make to society. At 50 years of age, a lot of people may think that you're old and past it. I'm certainly not there. And the fact that I want to do further courses and want to develop new skills should be testimony to the fact that I'm a viable employee for the future. It's been enjoyable to actually come on a course where there are so many other people who are in the same situation as me. I mean, there are people who've been made redundant already, and there are those of us who are going to be made to leave our organisations in the near future. But it gave us the opportunity to meet each other and see that there were other people who were in exactly the same situation, that they all had skills that they'd developed, experiences. I mean, the course abounds with experiences, and we all have something to offer, and that through meeting other people you can learn from others as to how they're approaching what's actually going to approach them in the near future. So it's been really quite good to actually meet with a group of individuals who've got the same idea as myself.